Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is lecture number 3 of relations and functions chapter. Okay, so in the last lecture, we've we've learned about Cartesian product. Okay, so now we are going to learn some important points related to Cartesian product. Okay, so let's get started. First point, under important points, this is first point. A cross B is not equal to B cross A. Okay, so A cross B is not equals to B cross A. Okay, so this is in general. Okay, in general, that is in 99% of the cases, 99.9% of the cases, this is true. Okay, so if set A is equals to set B, then only A cross B is equals to B cross A. Okay, so in that case only A cross B is equals to B cross A. Okay, so now let's move on to the next point. If any of A or B is phi is a null set, then A cross B is null set. A cross B is equals to phi. Okay, we learned it in the previous lecture. Now, third point. If number of elements in set A is equals to P and number of elements in set B is equals to Q, then number of elements in A cross B is equals to P into Q. Okay, so now moving on to the next point. There's not much to explain. Okay, I've already explained this topics in the last lecture. Okay, and these points we can understand it by reading also. So now A cross B union C, A cross B union C, I can write this as A cross B, then union A cross C, A cross B union A cross C. Now fifth point, A cross B intersection C is equals to A cross B intersection A cross C. Sixth point, R cross R. Suppose they said R cross R, then X comma Y are the elements such that X comma Y belongs to R, then which is equals to R square. Seventh point, then R cross R is equals to X comma Y comma Z such that X comma Y comma Z belongs to R, also equals to R cube. Okay, also equals to R cube. So this sixth and seventh points, like the sixth and seventh points are there, right? This both points are just an information. Will not be using this in this chapter, but these are mostly used in coordinate geometry. These are mostly used in coordinate geometry and 3D geometry. Okay, coordinate geometry is chapter in class 11. It's a section, complete section, which has straight lines and all in that. It's a big section. Okay, so we'll be learning this coordinate geometry in class 11th, and this 3D geometry we'll be learning it in the class 12th. Okay, so that's it with the important points. Now let's write a formula. So if number of elements in set A is equals to small p, and the number of elements in set B is equals to q, small q, then number of elements in A cross B is equals to how much? Number of elements in B cross A is equals to how much? Just calculate it one by one and write it. Third one, number of elements in A cross A is equals to how much? Number of elements in A cross B is equals to how much? Fifth one, number of elements in B cross B is equals to how much? And then number of elements in A cross B cross C is equals to how much? You can pause the video and try this. Okay, I'm telling you to try this because I have already explained this in the last lecture and here and now also on this point. Okay, so you can pause this video and try it. So I hope you pause this video and solved it. Now I'm going to be solving it for you. Number of elements in A cross B is number of elements in set A into number of elements in set B. So P into Q. What about B cross A? Number of elements in B cross A is also P dot Q. You may get to know that how is it P comma Q? A cross B is not equal to B cross A, and here even A is not equals to B. So I would like to remind you that you are not calculating about A cross B and B cross B. We are calculating it. We are finding number of elements. Okay, so number of elements will be same. Okay, number of elements of A cross B will be equal to B cross A. Okay, so now number of elements in A cross A is P in number of elements in A into number of elements in A. So P square, and then what about this? Number of elements in set A into number of elements in set B into number of elements in set B equals to P dot Q square. What about number of elements in set B into B into B? So this is Q cube. And what about number of elements in A cross B cross C? Is equals to number of elements in A to number of elements in set B to number of elements in set C. Okay, so you can make a box. You can write this inside a box. Okay, so this is the formula. You can write this inside a box. So now let's do a question. Okay, so this is a good question. Okay, good question in the sense you need to think. This is not like your 10th class question where you're directly applying the formula. You need to think. This is a good question. Okay, so now if A and B are two sets given in such a way that A cross B consists of 6 elements, and if A cross B consists of 6 elements. Okay, so which means number of elements in A cross B is equals to 6. What about, okay, so and if 3 elements of A cross B are 1 comma 5, 2 comma 3 and 3 comma 5, then what are the remaining elements? Okay, so we need to find what are the remaining elements. Okay, so what, according to the question, what did he give? He gave us that A cross B is equals to 1 comma 5, 2 comma 3, 3 comma 5 and so on. Okay, so these are the first 3 elements which you know out of the 6 elements. Okay, so see, this is a question. Okay, so you may think that how we may find it. Okay, so A cross B. Okay, now here according to set A, let's write what are this set A values. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. What about set B? 5, 3. 5 is again repeated, so 5 comma 3. These are the elements. So now let's, since we know these 3 elements, now let's start writing A cross B. A cross B, let's start writing A cross B. Okay, so 1 comma 5, 1 comma 3, 1 comma 5, 1 comma 3, 2 comma 5, 2 comma 3, 2 comma 5, 2 comma 3, then 3 comma 5, 3 comma 3. Now 3 comma 5, 3 comma 3. Okay, so now how many elements are present here? How many elements are present here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So see, 1 comma 5 is already there here, we already know this. 2 comma 3 is already there here, 3 comma 5 is also there here. So the remaining elements are 1 comma 3, 2 comma 5, 3 comma 3. These are the remaining elements. These are the remaining elements. Okay, so I hope you understood this question. From the next lecture onwards, we'll be starting the chapter and we'll be starting to learn about what is known as relations. Okay, so the chapter's name is called as relations and functions, right? So we'll be learning what is relation and all. Okay, so that's it for today's lecture. I hope you understood all the concepts which I taught to you today. If you understood, then please do like the video, share it with your friends, and please do subscribe to my channel. It would help me a lot. Okay, so I hope you like this video. Thank you so much for watching.